Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralamba Om Aneka Janma Samprapta Janma Karma Vidahinaham Atmajnana-pradhanena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheswara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyanamulam Gurumurtihi Pujamulam Gurupadam Mantramulam Guruvakyam Musyamulam Guru Kripa. Om Sachidanand Bhagavan ki jai. Shivoham 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 Shivoham. So, welcome today evening this seminar with these prayers. Today, I pray to the Lord Shiva and invoke him, and to the Gurus, to the Masters. Because without grace of the Masters and the Lord Shiva, there is no final achievements or the final goal of the attainment of the spiritual enlightenments. And spiritual enlightenment always need the special efforts. Therefore, Patanjali explained how long we can do the spiritual practice. They say, sa abhyasaha naryantaraha, sa abhyasa naryantara. Means you must practice continuously without postponing, even a single day or single moment, in order to attain the final enlightenments. So similarly, if you study anything, if you study any kind of spiritual science or yogic science or tantric science or Vedantic science or any kind of meditation, but you need always special efforts in order to achieve the final goal of life. But today I'm going to speak especially on the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. I hope Simona get it, the online links. Did you check your WhatsApp, Simona, today? You check the WhatsApp. I already sent you the link of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. That what I'm also going to teach today, one sutra. Check your WhatsApp, the link, and you get the whole scriptures. And that's the sutra number 58 I'm going to teach today. And same time, going to speak about Tattva Suddhi, like this book also. But a Vijnana Tantra, you can get online the sutras. Sometimes it's nice, like Yoga Sutras. So you can take that Our Jenny also sending you. You can share that link.
I have just posted it in the group chat. So Simona, please check. Open. You can just click and then go to Sutra. Very simple.
Okay, you can click it and check the Sutra number 58. Today, I'm going to speak the Sutra number 58, the Vijnana Tantra, same time combine the Tattva Suddhi. Because Tattva Suddhi only to speak is not always, I would say, entertainments. So we need to speak sutras. So Visva Sunya Dharana. Sutra number 58. If I have a Vijnana Tantra. Everyone have it? Yogananda, Sylvia. Sylvia, you have the book now? Good evening. The Vijnana Tantra, the book you have?
Yeah, online, yes. Online.
Ah, okay. You did not get your book? You did not receive it, the book, no?
No, it's got lost in India. It never made it past New Delhi. So I got one online and works perfect.
Ah, you lost that book.
I didn't. They lost it. So.
Okay. All right then. So in future, I can send you also. So it can be airmail very fast also sometime we can get it. I'll check that later. So now everybody get the sutra number 58. Vishwametan Mahadevi Sanyabhotam Vichintayen Tatre Vachamano Linam Tatasthalaya Bhajanam. It's very good sutras. Viswa Metan Mahadevi Sunyabhotam Vichintayen Tatre Vachamano Linam Tatastalaya Bhajanam. So this is very interesting. The sutra number 58 Vijnana Tantra. Vishwametan Mahadevi Sunya Bhutam Vichintayet Tatreva Chamano Linam Tatasta Laya Bhajana. Yogananda, you have the book? Okay, good. So, O great goddess, Vishwam, the whole universe. Vishwan, Metan Mahadevi. Vishwam universe etah this, Mahadevi, O great goddess, Shunya Bhutam, as void. Vichintayet should concentrate, Tatra eva, there, like this. Cha also, Manaha, mind. Lenam dissolves, Tataha tat, then there, laya dissolution. Bhajantam, experience. O great goddess, one should concentrate on this universe as nothing but void. Dissolving the mind also like this, one then experiencing the state of laya or the total dissolution. Again, O great goddess, O Paradevi, the Bhairavi, one should concentrate on this universe as nothing but void. Already I said, this whole universe, you are going to experience nothing but void. Actually, void, when I say that, void translated as emptiness, right? But you should not get the right translation, the void. Nothing but the pure consciousness. Nothing but the freedom. Nothing but the pure wisdom, whose wisdom is help you to experience your own soul, the spirit. That is the void. You say, dissolving the mind also like this, one then experience the state of laya or the total dissolution. Total dissolution means you to merge. So, Laya here, the total state of Laya. Laya means waves. So you are going to merge in the totality of the consciousness. Total dissolution. It means you are going to lose your self-identity. Like a one drop of water, when you put in the ocean, what happening? It dissolved, is merged in the ocean. Similarly, you are going to experience yourself when you are meditate. When you meditate on the whole universe at the state of the consciousness. So here say that universe is nothing but totality of the one should concentrate on this universe as nothing but a void. So you have to meditate on the whole universe as a totality of the consciousness. Totality of the consciousness is nothing but the void. Void means not about emptiness, not about sunya, but it is a pure consciousness, the super consciousness of Bhairava, the Lord Shiva. As I say that, before the universe, there was the Bhairava consciousness, the Shiva consciousness, and that consciousness is nothing but pure consciousness. But that consciousness here they declare as void, as emptiness. But it must be clear that is a pure consciousness. That the real translation would like to speak. But again, I try to read the commentary. This Laya means the state of dissolution. Here, as in the previous dharanas, the inverse is fast dissolved into the void through a process of annihilation of everything that contained within it. That the concept of the inverse is transformed into nothing but the void of consciousness. When the inverse is nothing but void or sunya, the mind dissolves in the same way. It means it's very simple to understand why they use the word of void. Because our mind has so much confusions, doubts, sufferings, miseries, and so on. So when your mind is free from all kind of thoughts, thoughts means all kind of miseries, sufferings, doubts, confusions. Our mind is full of confusions. Our mind is full of doubts. But same time, when your mind dissolves into emptiness, into void, so there will be, the mind became free from all kind of confusion and doubts, and the mind became empty. It means thought to thoughtless transformations, what you have been studied in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Sampragyanta Samadhi, Savitarka Samadhi, Nirvitarka Samadhi, Nirvitarka Samadhi, that you can understand. Sampragyan Samadhi, a person attends Samadhi with harmony of the consciousness or harmony of the mind or equanimous of the mind. Sam means harmony, pragya means wisdom. So you are attending Samadhi with harmony. This is Nirvitarka Samadhi where no tarka. Tarka means thoughts or arguments. If mind is there, you have action and reactions, argument, disarguments. So Nirvitarka Samadhi means where mind changes thought to thoughtless transformation. Similar things, when your mind enter into void, what happening? Your mind naturally also empty, means void and space. It means your mind enter into a transcendental consciousness where the mind can also experience. The mind changes to as a transcendental mind, not the normal mind. Same mind is a transcendental consciousness or transcendental energy, like in Bhairavi. When you study in the beginning of Tantra, the Paradevi need a transcendental energy. That transcendental energy can experience the transcendental consciousness. It's only the words. But how to develop the different consciousness? For example, you have the physical body, but you don't know that the subtle body or astral body or causal body and so on. You don't know. But when you detachment from the physical body, even when no attachment, naturally you are experiencing the subtle body or the astral body, and that you sometimes experience. But of course, this is not exist in the physical world, but a meditator can experience. And you sometimes also experience. For example, when you're lying down, you're doing some meditation, yoga nidra, sometimes you feel your body so much lighter. Or sometimes you feel your whole body is so much heaviness. So this is all about who you are experiencing different dimensions or different parts of the body or different state of the consciousness of the different bodies. So normally the common people, we are experiencing only the Annamaya Kosha, that's all. Or a common person may experience our bodies in deep sleep, but they are not conscious. That's the difference. As yogi, you are experiencing the physical body, the astral body, or the subtle body. Then it's more easier for you how to detachment from the physical body, means how to detachment from the the physical problems, the physical stress and strain, and that you are experiencing in yoga nidra. You see, your physical body has so much stress or so much difficulties, so much strain and tensions and so on, and you experience that every day of your life. But when do yoga nidra, you still the same body you have. You don't change any other bodies, right? Same body you have. But when do yoga nidra, why you feel so relaxed? What for? What make you difference? For example, you practice asanas, you practice meditations, you practice yoga nidra, but how feel relaxed? What the difference there? Can you explain me this? It's very simple. Because you are a witness of the physical body. When you're going to practice yoga nidra, what is happening? You are going to observe the fingers, the lower, the lower part of the hand, the upper part of the hand, or elbows, or neck, head. So what you're learning part by part, step by step, and detachment. You're learning detachments. You go into your fingers, ring, the fourth finger, or the ring finger, or the middle finger, or index. What you're learning now, you're aware you leave it. You're aware you leave it. You're aware and leave it. So you are learning in the process of detachments. End of the day, what happening? You are totally detachment from the physical body. End of the day means end of 30 minutes, 15 minutes, so far. So you are learning the process to develop the awareness and witness. Aware and witness. So they are the teacher, guide to their own student, and they moving very fast. Now develop awareness, index finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, fourth finger. Please pass your attention to upward, the wrist, the palm, upper palm, lower, and in inner part of the palm, external part of the palm, the wrist, and so on. So you are keep moving the attention of the mind of your own student. So you don't give chance to your student to attachment to one place, because attachment anything that brings problems. So you are teaching your student as you are a teacher, or you are as a student, you learning from your teacher how to detachment from one part to the next. Then you are learning the process how to witness of the totality part of your physical body. Then naturally you are entering into the pranic body. That what is called pranamaya kosha. Then you go into manamaya kosha. And when you detachment you study, so what happening? Already you are in manamaya kosha. You are mastering your thoughts and detachment process starts. Physical body is there. The process is very simple. Why feel so relaxed? Because you have no attachment of your physical body that moment. Of course, you are getting out of the yoga hall, then same problem starts again. Your mother, and as your mother, your child is crying, oh, I need to give the milk, my child is crying, my husband is calling, I make the food, I need to pay the bills, I need to go kindergarten and pick up my child. Then as your daughter said, oh, my father in the hospital, my mom in the hospital, I need to go. So on. So business starts. Out of yoga hall, all business starts, and you coming to again on the Mayakosa, and again samsara, samsara, samsara. Yoga nidra, forget. So during practice of yoga nidra, so what you are experiencing, the subtle body or pranamaya kosa, manamaya, they are fully relaxed. Either believe or not, but this is the way of the scientific way to understand. But many common people, they don't believe there is Annamaya Kosha or a Pranamaya Kosha, not important for them also, because they have no time to think. They need to work hand to mouth. They have no time to think about it. So they have no time to free from stress. So let they continue the stressful life. But so therefore the yogic science so far is concerned. So what are you experiencing? You are experiencing different bodies, not the physical body. Therefore you feel free from the stress and strain. Similarly, I take you such understanding to the sutra number 58. When mind dissolve, where? This is the concept of the inverse is transformed into nothing but the void of consciousness. When the inverse is nothing but void or sunya, the mind is dissolved in the same way. So what you do? When the mind, like same thing, you see, same mind, you feel stress. Same mind is helping you to practice yoga nidra. Same mind is helping you how to free from the stress and strain. Same mind also going to home to giving the milk to your baby, or bring the vegetable for your parents, or go to work in your industry, or as a teacher, so on. You do so many things, but same mind, one mind. But this mind you trained in different state of the consciousness. So it's very important how we can train the mind in different consciousness. You see, as you are a lady or as a man, you play the role of father, you play a role of as a husband, you play as a role of brother, you play as a role of sister, you play role of as a beloved, you play as a role of students, you play as the role of daughter. So many roles you play. It's not it, but same mind, same body. But only thing, what it changes? The consciousness changes. Right? You understand me a little bit this? The consciousness changes. According to consciousness, you guide your mind. Then you guide your mind means you are same. Similarly, you guide your pranamaya kosha, you guide your anamaya kosha, or you guide your pranamaya or manamaya or begin whatever. So only thing is, the trick is how to train your mind to change the different state of the consciousness. It's very simple. It's very simple to be enlightenment and free. But you sometimes alone, you feel loneliness, and you're going to drink, have vodka, you're going to have some party. Yeah, sometimes a mother feel I'm lonely, needy. When a mother have one child, now Simona have one child before, now she have two child, so another son. Sometimes she think, oh my goodness, one child, what can I do with one child? So let have another child. My child is alone. She need another brother. Maybe one child need to play with another child, no? So one child is boring. She play another child. After find out, oh my goodness, one child? No. Maybe my eldest daughter and I going to school, college. So who going to play this with this child? Need another child. So mother create one child, second child, third child, fourth and fifth. And people continue until numbers, in India. And they have child like in Mahabharata. They have child more than 1,000, A mother create 1,000 child. In Mahabharata. But Pandavas, that is 5 and 6. So sometimes in India, I remember in our village, they have 18 children, more than 16, 18. So mother, so create one child after one child after one. So what I mean to you, so that is how you develop the consciousness. And sometimes people marry one after one, one after one. They only collect the gold ring, golden rings, diamond rings, like this. I know some women, they only collect the rings. So after that, they divorce the papers, they sit down in the chair and they make the party because every husband has to pay their bills and every month because husband. I saw that. So many wives are very clever to marry and divorce, so get some bills from the husband, and then wife can make a honeymoon and a party. So that I know many men also suffering. But same thing, not man cases, but women cases are more clever. So men are very clever. I'm sorry, not direct speaking as your girls are here, but the man, they know it. So many girls have the clever. So they have to pay all the bills. But women never pay the bills of the husband. Could you imagine that a little bit? Just think about it. Little sensitive. Any divorce happens, man always pay the bills for the woman. But women never pay the bills of the man. We need to think about it, a little bit think. It's a universal how it is. It's not only Europe, it is also happening in India. It happens around the world. Woman can have more job and she can have sleep with the 10 men, no problem that. Woman can have more money, more house, but still she's not allowed to pay for the man's bills. Even man maybe have no job and he may be alone, poor guy, but no women are paid by law. But how it happens? I don't know. I never think about it, but today it works for me. I just thinking like that. So what I'm speaking about stress management, the stress, how the men are stressed in the life of marriage in their life. Thanks to God, this life I not married. Thanks to God for myself. So until now, at least I don't have these problems and to pay so many bills for so many wives. So at least I am free this life. And I have some invitation, to marry. Even my father visited to my guru place. Please come to marry. He bring couple of girls, some photographs. So I also met some girls in Europe and America and many places when I travel. So everybody want to marry. So thanks to God until now. So, and I'm pretty sure today, hopefully there will be no marriage this life. So I don't need to think about all the time girls to pay their bills, So anyway, so about the story, Lino says they're laughing now, smiling. Nice. So, so anyway, today is the entertainment programs. So Sylvia, you are all right now? At least you are a reserve. You deserve the bills, everything. So, and Yogananda is very silent now. He only listening what Swami is speaking now. But it is a question not for you. It is the subject of for all. It is a universal law. So how the men are suffering for the women. Women never suffering for men, but all the men suffering for the women. They have to pay all the bills. Even women's sons can be president or prime minister, business, but still man has to pay the all bills. But anyway, I am not very sure, but so far I know until now. Just ask the Yogananda, it is the universal law? Because you are a married man, you know that, no? You can open your speaker if I am wrong. Is actually your divorce? Is man always need to pay the bills, right? Not the woman. Okay. Yes, Sylvia. Sylvia have big money for her husband, so no problem there.
I don't think so.
Okay. So anyway, I just make jokes, but anyway, so what I like to speak today about the stress management. How if your mind enter into void, into emptiness, so naturally you can free from your all kind of suffering and miseries. And that not only free from misery and sufferings, your mind enter into a transcendental consciousness void or emptiness. And that mind can experience the totality, dissolution. That mind can experience as a total dissolution, means mind can experience the total enlightenments. Again, I try to repeat this sentence, and when go back, do some homework. Bitarka samadhi, sabitarka, vitarka, nirvitarka, like the samadhi. You can repeat it. Look at sabitarka and nirvitarka samadhi. In Patanjali Yoga Sutras, just check that. The thought to thoughtless transformations, how happens? If thought to thoughtless transformation happens in samadhi, so similarly, you can apply the mind into voidness, into emptiness. So naturally, your mind is become empty, and the mind can enter into the void where happening the total dissolution. It means your mind, it means there is no place of stress in that state of the consciousness of your mind. Like I gave example, when your mind, your mind is changing into different format or different consciousness. That is how we experience the freedom. Similarly, the same consciousness also let you to be a mother, let you be a sister, or a beloved, or a student, as a teacher, and so on. So it is a state of the consciousness which make you only sufferings. And that, therefore, you must train your mind always. Such a state of the consciousness can be, you can experience peaceful happiness and prosperity. And it is your duty, if I understand correctly. So today, I try to speak about a little bit this, how we can manage your stress, and how you can expand on your consciousness, and how you can experience the purification of the mind. And that is very important. So therefore, we have been speaking some days before about yesterday I speak about the causes and something like that. No, about the elements. But today I like to a little bit remind you the tattvas and causes, the Tattvasudhi, the page number 72. About 7 lokas. Tattvas and causes. Tattvasudhi, the page number 72, 73. Same time, I would like to remind you again, when you study about Bhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha, and Satyam, they say we have all kind of difficulties comes in the 5 lokas. The Prithvi Tattva, that is the Muladhara Chakra, Apas Tattva is the second, the Swadhisthana Chakra, Agni, the fire, the Manipura Chakra, Vayu, the Anahat Chakra, Akash, the ether element. But you must know that elements is matter. Any kind of elements, even prana is matter. But you must be clear, whatever we are experiencing within the material world, it means with the matters. The result is nothing but changing all the time. The result is nothing but brings to sufferings and miseries. Anything we experience. So it means the Muladhara Chakra, the Swadhisthana Chakra, the Manipura Chakra, Anahat Chakra, or the Visuddhi Chakra. Is whatever you are experiencing, the 5 chakras is all about matter. Because the 5 elements there. But how we can translate these 5 elements into short list? It must be clear, anything you are experiencing within your body, mind, matter is leads to sufferings, leads to the miseries, and it is leads to the your stress and strain of the life. That is samsara. It must be clear again, and we speak about the 73 page about Tattvasudhi. We speak about 5 lokas, the 5 chakras. Sometimes people say, I'm in my heart chakra, or I'm in Manipur chakra, or I'm in Swadhisthana chakra. What does that mean? All these things. But must be clear, still, you are suffering. You are not coming out of all the difficulties. Only when you reach, to Agyan Chakra, you try to develop the consciousness of the Mahat, the higher consciousness, where Shiva and Shakti, you try to touching there, but they say that Shiva Shakti, the consciousness energy in the Sahasra, but actually not. Because when you reach the Sahasra Chakra, that is called non-dualism, no duality. But when the Ida and Pingala unite in the eyebrow center, the Agyan Chakra, and that is called Shiva Shakti energy, there where you are experiencing the higher consciousness. There, you are not entering into material consciousness. Yes, called beyond the material world. Beyond Panchabhutas, Panchatattwas, even beyond their tanmatras. And wherever you are experiencing the tattvas, the Panchatattva, the fire, the earth element, water element, fire, and air and ether, these all are also for the sufferings or survivals. But you must not make, please, a little bit understand me correctly what I'm trying to speaking you. When I speak about sufferings, don't take as a negative. Don't take as a negative, because most of the time, suffering could be part of survival. Because anything you need to survive, that is also part of sufferings too. So anything you need to survive, but another sense is not survive, but as a human being, we take as a stress.